we'd like you to read some extracts, if we could,
Oh, well.
from the book. Would you like to do that?
I would love to.
I'd like to hear what it actually sounds like in your own words, you see.
Prepare the tissues.
I will prepare them.
First, he had to convince Ocado that it wasn't a hoax and that, yes, he really did want it delivered to 10 Downing Street. Then he had to work out where they could drop it off, whether the police would let them bring it inside the security cordon, whether someone would then be able to sign for it, and so on. Sorry, it's emotional. Sorry.
I can imagine that.
When the shopping didn't arrive, he called Ocado only to be told that the order had actually been received some time ago. Sorry.
Sorry, take your time.
Number 10 officials had indeed taken delivery of it, but didn't want to disturb the Prime Minister.
It's tough. Isn't it?
Sorry.
It's tough remembering this stuff.
I'm okay.
Yeah,
Thank
good.
you. Thank you.
Tell me if you need to stop at any time.
No, I want to do more.
Okay.
Okay. This one is about the mini budget.
Oh, there's another one. Is that finished? See, because we've all had trouble with Ocado. I sympathise with you.
It was awful.
You know, they're usually late.
Awful.
Sometimes they don't bring what you want.
No. And you know what? Not only did I have to deal with the Ocados, but it was also the fleas.
Yeah.
It was one thing after another.
These were Boris's fleas, right?
Boris's fleas. Well, Dylan's.
From the dog.
There's no exact evidence yet, but I can confirm.
When you say no exact evidence, you mean there's no evidence?
Well, there is evidence
Is there?
because I know.
You were bitten by something.
Well, many things, really.
Yes.
But I do have a passage about that if you'd like to hear it.
Well, you read whichever next part you'd like. Tell us which bit you're going to do.
I can read all of it if you want.
I don't think we've got time for all of it, I'm afraid. But, but the next good bit, why don't you read us that?
It's all good.
Is it?
Here we go. This is about the fleas.
The fleas, yes, let's do it.
I couldn't stop itching. Weeks passed. I knew it was Boris's dog Dylan who gave us the fleas. It wouldn't be Larry. Cats are good creatures. Dogs are demons. I was bedbound, scratching myself silly. I still have the scars. Kwasi bathed me night after night. He's such a good friend.
Yes.
My only saving grace was my mum's ancient cheese recipe for wounds. I'm very fond of it.
Get it?
What?
Sorry, I thought that was a joke.
No, just I really love cheese.
Do you? OK. Any particular kind?
Oh, Gouda.
Gouda?
Yeah.
Is it pronounced Gouda?
No. That is a disgrace.
Sorry. Carry on.
I made it my mission not only to fight the fleas, but to find the culprit, Dylan.
Yeah.
I'll admit, I lost my mind temporarily. I taped pork sausages to Boris and Carrie's front door to lure him in. I kidnapped Dylan and took him to the side of the Thames. I started attaching bricks to his tail, but he already felt heavy enough. It was then that I realised it wasn't Dylan.
No.
It was actually Boris Johnson. They look very, very similar.
Yes. He's quite a lot bigger, though, isn't he, Boris?
Yes. They've got similar hair, though.
Yes, I can see that. That's a shocking extract.
It's awful. I had a really hard time, and I had people on my back all the time saying, you know, you did this, you've done that, but think about what I was going through. I mean, clearly very traumatic.
I mean, you didn't even really want to be Prime Minister, did you?
Well, do you know what? I'm good at everything I put my, head, myself to.
Your body to, yes.
Yeah, and that's the main thing, and I did a really good job. And I think, people, I get quite angry because actually I think I did a really good job.
Right. Well, anyone who has been, ridiculous enough to criticise what you did has either been accused of being malevolent or wrong.
Well,
right?
Well, they are.
But by you, though.
Well, because they are.
Right.
They're all wrong.
Okay.
I'm all about growth.
Yeah.
And giving you some pie.
Yeah.
Making sure everyone had their pie.
Yes.
A lovely big.
It's not much help if Ricardo can't deliver the pie, though, is it?
Well, exactly. Where's the pork? Where's the cheese? If Ricardo can't do it, what's the world come to?
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. One final extract I think we have time for. So would you like to read another part of the book and tell us which part it is?
I would like to tell you about the therapist.
OK.
I went to the therapist. I'll admit it. I had to. I had insomnia. The clock was keeping me up, and I couldn't stop thinking about it, laughing at me, staring at me. We tried everything. Talking, dancing, 5 rhythms, Pilates. Exposure therapy was the last resort. Just look at it, she said. Just touch it, she said. One little stroke.
The clock.
No.
Oh.
No.
Sorry.
Can you listen?
I'm sorry.
Face your fear, she said. But it had consumed me, and I hadn't consumed it. And that's what a lettuce is for, consumption. That's when I knew I had to write a book. The world needs to know my story.
Well, and what a story. I mean, it's a fantastic book, and thank you so much for coming. I've only got one last question for you, Liz.
Yes.
Apparently Liz isn't actually your name.
Right.
Your first name's actually Mary.
It is, but I didn't like it. So I wanted to change it because, you know, Liz is a much more powerful
Yes,
name.
right.
That's what they call it.
But your name is actually Mary Elizabeth Truss.
I don't want everyone to know that.
Right. Well, I know it, and now I've told everyone, so I'm sorry about that. But I like Mary. Mary Truss doesn't sound like a Prime Minister, though, does it?
Well, no, exactly. And
Well, neither does Liz, to be honest.
Exactly. I am the great Liz. I am the new Liz,
Right.
you know, because the other one's gone and I'm here.
Do you think if you'd had your name as Elizabeth rather than Liz, you would have lasted longer?
Absolutely. You
Right.
know, when I look back now...
Because you think of Margaret Thatcher, you didn't call her Maggie.
Oh, I love her.
Or Mags. Oh. What about Theresa May? You didn't call her Tess May, did you?
No, exactly. You need a strong, powerful
longer,
name.
like
you know,
more than one syllable.
Mike. You know, Michael would be, you know, you'd be up there.
Right.
We could take over the world. Michael and Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Get to it.
That would be good. We may have time for that on the next show that we do. But Liz, very nice to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And good
Buy
luck
my
with the sales of the book.
Sorry.
Liz Truss, ladies and gentlemen, what a character.